Hi everyone, this is Jeannie Ellis, also known as Scrapbooking Mamo. Today I want to share with you a project I'm doing for Crafters Castle's challenge blog for the month of June. We are being sponsored by AMB Illustrations. Now I want to show you, before I go any further along, the layout that I used using my silhouette portrait, plus the pieces that are cut out after the silhouette has cut them. Now before I go any further, I want to let you know to be sure to check out the description box, which will have all the links to all the design team members, to the Crafters Castle, and also to AMB Illustrations. So here right now is a couple of pictures showing you what I use. Now that you've seen that, let me also show you what I did. After I had cut them all out with a silhouette, printed and cut out, I had put it together and it looked like this. Now this is the finished shoe without decorations, and I just love it. And the thing that I want to point out is that when you put it together, you're going to put it together by first getting the left side of the shoe and the right side of the shoe attached. And there is a tab there that you will follow, so that you will glue, and then you will start forming your shoe by adding the sole of the shoe. And if you'll notice, the sole of the shoe, you start at the end of the back of the shoe and you match them together, and there will be tabs all along here that you will use. But I want to let you know a little tip here is that you want to only do a section at a time. Don't try to glue it all at once. You want to do a section at a time and curve. You'll be able to curve it better and adhere it better, and then you just simply go around the shoe. And then you'll also notice there's a back here that will be attached, tab first at the bottom, and then one side, and then the last side. So that's a tip I want to tell you about, because if you don't, then if you don't follow that, like that procedure, it's going to be harder to be putting together, and you won't like it. You'll be disappointed. So now this is my second shoe. I haven't decorated this one yet, but I'll show you my finished shoe that I did earlier. Now before you do any more, before you attach this piece, the heel and the toe piece, you want to make sure that you put in your lining pieces. They just line right on top of it. They don't fit like exactly to it, so you'll notice you'll have a little space either top and bottom or both, but that's okay. So now you'll see that there you might be able to see, I don't know if you can tell, but there are little tabs that are on the inside too. So those are covered up when you put all the lining pieces in. And then the next thing you want to do is put the toe top on, and then you attach your pieces of your shoe together. So that's how you do that. And let me tell you, that was so fun to do. It was such a learning experience. I'm also going to put a link in the description box of a tutorial that I found, because what I found is that there was no instructions. The pieces weren't labeled or anything like that, and I had a hard time figuring out what went where, which was the inside lining and which one wasn't, and so forth. But I got it figured out thanks to this tutorial that I found. So I did use hot glue and liquid adhesive. The hot glue was just kind of helped me to get one point stay in place, because liquid adhesive, even though it dries fast, it may not dry fast enough, and so you don't want to slip and tear your paper. So I did use a little bit of hot glue just to keep a point in place so I could adhere the rest of it with the liquid glue. So you can use just one or the other, it's simply up to you, but it's just easier for me to get it that way. Now let me show you the finished project. Oh, before I do that, I did cut out some papers or some butterflies using the same paper pack, and I also put some on my shoe. But as I said, it was just something fun to do, and the butterflies were just extra, and I thought they would look cute in the papers. I've got some on my shoe here, as you can tell. And so there you see my finished shoe. There's the top looking down, and it's kind of hard to show you the whole thing, but here's a flower that I made, and that wasn't using the papers, it was just plain paper that I distressed, and the leaves I used also, I made. But I trimmed it with pearl drops all the way around the top, and then I trimmed the edge all along here before I did any other decorations. I wanted to get all this first. So if you see any gaps in there in your shoe, this one's pretty good, but if you see any gaps in the shoe, then that trim hides it nicely. Nobody's going to know that then. So this was the first one I made. I learned a lot on this one, so the second one was a lot easier to do. But anyway, I trimmed all the way around the shoe using the trim that I got from Lighthouse Stop and Shop, and then on Facebook. And then I got trim on the back of it. I thought that was real pretty trim there, and I know it overlaps a little bit, but I thought that just gave it a little extra charm to it. And then, like I said, I added some butterflies using the papers. Now, again, I want to let you know to please, if you have any questions about how to get this going, check out that link that I'm giving you, and it's got a great written and photo tutorial on it. Otherwise, I don't know what I would have done, because I saw these pieces, and as you saw in the earlier photo that I've inserted into this video, there was a lot of pieces there, and I'm like, how's this go? So anyway, I hope you enjoy it, and I will put pictures at the end. Be sure to join our challenge for this month at Crafter's Castle. Follow all the links below and you'll see it, and stay tuned also for this month. We are going to have a blog hop, so you want to make sure that you join that, because there's going to be great prizes given away for that too. So thank you for stopping by, and I hope you like and subscribe, and see you next time. Have a blessed day.